All right. G'day, fellas. How we all going today? Um, I just wanted to go over this Hyper Week announcement by Last Epoch. So it looks like they're gonna start posting some updates for us to see before the 21st, when the game will go live with the new season. So thought we could have a look through it and have a read together. So let's get stuck into it. Hello, travelers, and welcome to day one of Hype Week. Posts for season 3 Beneath Ancient Skies. For those joining us for the first time for a new season, Hype Week is a week long series of blog posts covering some of the biggest features to look forward to in the upcoming season. That means over the next 5 days, you will get the first look at the new Ancient Era zones, the new Lich skill Flay, updates to Necromancer minion AI, quality of life features, and more. The Hype Week culminates in the patch notes coming this Friday, August the 15th. Oh, nice. So we're getting the patch notes on the 15th, so not the day before. That is really good. That means I got plenty of time to make you guys some builds. Alright. The team has been hard at work and it's finally time to reveal it to you before eventually getting into the full nitty gritty with patch notes. Alright, let's get into it. First little snippet as one of the beasts going on. Primal Hunt is a new random encounter system similar to Nemesis mechanic. Being introduced to Last Epoch on August 21st, you will be able to encounter the Primal Hunt during normal gameplay in both campaign and in Monoliths of Fate. Okay, so from what I understand, this is like a Build-A-Bear, right? You can build your own monster to fight it, so kind of similar to maybe some sort of monster building mechanic in maybe PoE 1, I don't know. But what are we hunting? What trophies are we seeking? The Primal Hunt introduces a new way for players to discover powerful new items for their character to equip in the form of primal uniques and tier 8 affixes. They transform any item into a primordial exalted. These items are some of the most powerful and exciting ever introduced into Last Epoch. Let's take get into how what? Let's get into how you will go. Okay, I think that's meant to be talk. Let's talk about. That's broken my brain. With the new system. Anyway, as one might expect with a name such as the Primal Hunt, everything starts with tracking your prey. Along your journey, you will encounter a mysterious rift. This is the rift, I'm guessing. And that's the rift that the beasts have left open. Upon traveling through the rift, you will find yourself at the entrance of an ancient cave, meeting with Scarven Bloodhorn. So anyone that watched the trailer for this season, and the guy, clever girl, that's the guy, Scarven Bloodhorn. The Wingari Huntmaster. To begin tracking your quarry, the beast you're tracking is not the only one to be found in these caverns. So do be prepared for a fight. Enemies within the cave system will drop ancient bones instead of gold, which you will eventually use to acquire primordial items. We'll talk more about primordials in a bit. The Rift Beast. Making your way through these ancient caves will eventually find a nest belonging to the Rift Beast. Rift Beasts are dangerous, invasive predators that have the ability to tear through reality to hunt down their prey. How dangerous? Let's hear it from the Huntmaster themselves. Tell me how far. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to read this. This is just the Huntmaster explaining how dangerous they are. Of course, the Rift Beast is not going to be happy to see you approach their nest and will fight you, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so there's the Rift Beast. We are picking a upgrade to give the Rift Beast. It shoots off into the portal. Okay. After feeding a Rift Beast, you can choose to spare one of 3 hatchlings, which will evolve your Rift Beast's lineage based off of a specific chosen trait. This, however, is only the first step of an evolutionary path for the Rift Beast and the rewards it can offer. So we're going to be killing a beast. There'll be 3 babies, and then it's one of these 3. You spare one of the 3, it will nick off and hop through, and we'll go hunting that after it's grown up. And they'll obviously just get stronger and stronger until we either die or we get some sick rewards. Okay. All right, so we can have a look here. So these are the symbols that they teased at the top here. So now we know what they are. Grows flowering vines from its shoulders and releases poison pools. Drops affix shards, drops glyphs, drops rare boots. Okay, so it's like give it a power, get a reward, and get a guaranteed loot drop. Fang, horn, petal. So I guess we will use these at some point later. Okay. Now that your Rift Beast chosen lineage has begun, you will continue to hunt down the Rift Beast throughout Aterra. Continue adventuring through the world and echoes, and you'll find yourself encountering both Torn Rifts and Mysterious Rifts. Activating a Torn Rift will summon the descendants of the Rift Beast, which you will be able to fight, defeat for your chosen rewards. After slaying enough Rift Beasts from Torn Rifts, you'll encounter another Mysterious Rift. The Mysterious Rift, however, will send you back to the Ancient Era again, where you will be presented with an opportunity to further guide the evolution of their lineage. Starting with a maximum of 4 evolutions, you may find additional ways to expand your Builder Beast configuration, forcing even further evolutions. So we're starting here and we're ending with 3 heads and wings and the vines coming out the back. I guess they're the ones that shoot the poison. Okay, that's pretty sick. Evolution isn't just visual change. With each evolution, the Rift Beast will gain new abilities and powers, as well as provide additional loot, including 1 guaranteed type of primordial material, which you will need in order to obtain primordial items. So that's how we're getting the primordial items, through the bones and the pieces. Okay. So here they are. The first question after acquiring your bones, feathers, and fangs is, why am I holding all these animal parts? The next question is, how do I turn these into primordial items? This is where Scarven Bloodhorn, the Wangari Huntmaster, comes in. While these feathers, fangs, and other parts may not have an inherent value to you, they certainly are treasure for the Huntmaster. Can be found at the start of each mysterious rift, as well as the Guardian in chapter 10, where you speak to him. Okay, so we're coming in here, and I'm guessing all of these items have a value. And you can see, what do we got? So we got the bones, the fang, something else, the petal, the horn, and something else. So 6 new currencies to use to purchase. Oh man, I wish I could hover over these so bad. But there's the one I want, the T-Rex head. Scava holds many items crafted from Rift Beast materials, allowing you to trade primordial materials for primordial unique items. The new runes of evolution exchange 1 type of primordial material for another, and even grab bags of goodies, including bags of random unique items, gold shards, or even memory amber. Okay, so that's what these are. These are when you're done buying these, you will do these for random rewards. It makes sense. Okay, primordial items can be found in 2 flavors, unique and exalted. Each offer its own strengths, but they share one drawback. Much like a certain stoic sword wielding warrior, there can only be one. You may only have one primordial item equipped at a time. This limitation is shared between both primordial exalted and primordial unique items. This means once you equip a primordial exalted or unique item, you cannot equip another primordial exalted or unique item on that character. However, you can swap them out whenever you desire as you collect more. Oh man, that's gonna be tough because they give tier 8 affixes, so like obviously I want a primordial weapon. Okay. Runes of Evolution. So what are these? Evolve an exalted item into a primordial exalted item, upgrading a random tier 7 affix on the item into a tier 8, massively increasing the affix's power and moving it to its own second sealed affix slot. The affix cannot be modified further. Can only be... I wonder... So if that moves it to its own sealed affix slot, does that mean it frees up a slot to let us roll something else on? Is it like guaranteed seal? The new rune of evolution allows you to modify an exalted item with at least one tier 7 affix and no tier 8 affixes. Wait, tier 8 affixes? That's correct. The runes pack quite the punch by introducing the ability to randomly upgrade a tier 7 affix on an item into a tier 8 affix. The primordial sealed affix does not consume the normal seal affix slot, meaning under optimal circumstances, exalted items can now potentially have up to 6 affixes. Okay, so it does work that way. So we can have the 4 on there, the 1 normal sealed, and then the 1 primordial sealed. That's insane. These new tier 8 affixes don't offer just a small advantage. Going from tier 7 to tier 8 will greatly increase the potency of the affix, often granting 50 to 100% additional effect over the existing tier 7. Oh my goodness. That's insanity. What are they doing? Uber Abroth who? As mentioned within the above rune of evolution section, primordial exalted items are items which have had an exalted tier 7 sealed onto them. Yep, okay. So conceal everything except for idols. Hybrid health, skill effects. Okay. Do be aware, just like other sealed affixes, primordial affixes are also unable to be selected as legendary affixes within the eternity cache. So we cannot put these onto our legendaries. Primordial uniques. Primordial unique items are very similar to the existing unique items we're all familiar with. Each of these items offer a powerful effect unique to that item slot, which makes primordial uniques different in effect is in offering a considerable amount of power for a single item. With the right build, much more than you may get out of a standard unique. So that's the T-Rex helmet. Amulet? Yeah, I think it's an amulet for the Primalist. That's the set item. Counts as a set item ring. Don't know about these others though. When purchasing primordial unique items from Scava, the item will roll for legendary potential as well. So on top of their increased power level, you can also further evolve them into legendary items as with standard unique items. Remember, you can only have one primordial item equipped, so choose wisely. Not all primordial unique items are purchased from Skaven, however, so do keep your eye open when fighting powerful rift beasts. And then we've got some Twitch drops. Closing season 3, blah blah blah. Alright, we get the new act in the campaign and it launches on August 21st. And now we know that we're getting patch notes on the 15th, which is super hype. So yeah, I guess in closing, that all sounds pretty cool. A little disappointed we can only have one primordial item, but they do sound giga powerful, so we'll have to see how that plays out. And let me know if you guys enjoy these kind of little review videos of these Hype Week notes. If you like them, I'll keep doing them. If not, I will probably keep doing them. All right, boys. Like, subscribe. Peace.